Let's go.
Our next speaker, working on his next step in the engaging humor pathway, will be offering some key tips on successful parenting. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sean Esler with a speech titled, "My Kids Hate Me."
Thank you much. I actually thought about changing the title of that to "The Man with the Long Hair." Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, as many of you may know, I have a lot of kids. I got 4 kids of my own. Nothing like your parents, unfortunately. Or fortunately, could go either way. I am a verified expert in parenting. Let me explain this. According to National Geographic, in the wild, if 50% of the offspring survive, that's considered a successful family. Ergo, right now, and this may change, I've got a 100% survival rate. Mom and Dad have not buried any of the kids in the backyard yet, but we are testing those boundaries daily. So I'm going to share some of the expert tips that I've received over the years and some of the things I've learned have worked, have not worked when you are raising children. Now, tip number 1. It all comes down to a healthy respect, right? We've all heard this. Your kids have to have a healthy respect for you. When I was growing up, we called it a healthy fear. I don't necessarily like the word fear. It's got bad connotations and stuff. But the reality is, your kids need to understand that you as a parent are capable of anything. Okay? It's all about integrity. It's about having an ethical standard. If you say you're going to do something, your children need to believe you're going to do it. You say, "Child, if you don't get up off that chair, I'm going to come over there and I am going to strangle you." That fear needs to say, they need to believe you are capable of doing this. It's tough for some of us. Now, let's take an example here. If Jeff Rufinot stood up and yelled across the room, "Stand up right now," please.
Stand up right now.
Okay. Please. Okay. He's got that deep, bellowing dad voice, okay? Versus a Jolene. And Jolene, I love you to death, but if Jolene walked in the room and gave everybody that command, how many here would jump up out of their seats like that? Now, I was blessed, I guess you could say, with that deep, bellowing dad voice when I need it. My eldest son always called it the butt-clenching voice. "Raphael!" And immediately, all 4 kids are at attention, you know. Doesn't matter whose name you call at that point. But he understood that Dad was capable of coming up and strangling him that day. Point number 2, you've got to set clear expectations for your kids. Okay? They have to understand what their boundaries are. They have to understand what they can and cannot do. And trust me, they are going to test those boundaries every chance they get. So as a parent, you have to stand there and make sure that you are setting clear expectations. For example, kids come home from school. "Dad, can I have a cookie? Just got off school. Needs to relax a little bit." "No, not yet. Let's get you calmed down and let's get on homework first. Snacks later." We get through homework. We wait a little bit. "Can I have that cookie now?" "Well, no, it's almost dinner time. You can't have the cookie now." And after dinner, "Dad, can I have that cookie?" "Well, no, we got to get dinner all cleaned up here." And then as we go through the evening, "Can I have that cookie now?" "Well, no, it's almost bedtime. We're not feeding you sugar at this point." The expectation is no. Okay? It is always no. You never give your kids the opportunity to have a yes there. Your job as a parent is utmost denial of everything. So in those rare instances where you get to be good dad or the good parent, it is the most amazing thing to them. Always set that expectation to no. Complete denial of everything. Okay? This makes you more powerful. This puts you in a position of power to your children. You are the gatekeeper to everything fun. And that's where you want to be. Now, point number 3. Hopefully, we all have that opportunity of co-parenting. We get mom and dad, our partners with each other, and we bounce off each other, and we work together on doing things. But I see this problem way too often. Parents play good cop, bad cop. It is too overplayed. Okay? You can't always be the good cop, and you can't have mom always be the bad cop. You've got to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes you've got to go with angry cop and angrier cop. Okay? Kids got to know they can't get away with anything with either parent there. My favorite, however, and this works really well, take this one back, you can use this one for yourself, is the completely disassociated cop. Yeah, fine, just go talk to your mother. Don't bother me right now. And psycho cop. Are you killing me? This is the 45th interruption you've given me in 5 minutes. See, when the parent gets to that psycho cop point, kids know they need to take that step back. They need to get back into that chair. They need to take that minute and readjust themselves and understand mom and dad are in control here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you raise a successful family. And theoretically, if you follow these steps, you too may reach that 50% survival rate. More details to come in a few years when they all get out. Toastmasters.
Thanks, man. That was well done. Very fun.